39 years, it's Kieran.
Ready? Yeah, cool. Welcome back to another episode of RecTalk. I'm your host, Nitin Sharma, founder and CEO of RecTools.io. If you don't know by now, you should do. RecTools is the only whole-of-market directory of all the recruitment supply chain. So whether you're looking for a new supplier for your recruitment business, a talent acquisition team, whether you're looking to wow your boss with some new AI tech that's out there, get to RecTools.io and start researching. Have a look at what's there. See all the suppliers in all their glory, read their reviews, watch their product demos, and then make a decision from there. We don't ask you to log in, we don't ask you to sign up, we don't take any of your data, we don't take revenue splits from anything that you sign up to. It's just because I'm really good at what I do. That's enough of me plugging my shit. I've got Kieran Love from LogicMelon, who's here to plug his shit. No, so first of all, mate, cheers for this. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity.
They've got the bearded bikers on. Right? I want to know more about LogicMelon. Every time I see you guys, it's usually at the Recruitment Agency Expo. You guys are busy. I know a little bit about what you used to do. I know things have developed and evolved for you guys recently. So, yeah, I want to take this opportunity to be like, right, open floor, man. Tell us what was LogicMelon, what is LogicMelon now, and what's it going to be moving forward?
Sure. So, LogicMelon started around sort of 2011. We entered the marketplace as an alternative to Broadbean.
Right.
So, a multi-posting technology that could combine the efforts of a single job post and distribute that to multiple locations.
Yep.
So that's where we started. Now, obviously, over the years, we've added things to our product and we've developed things into our product, and I'm going to come to that shortly. But what we kind of have had to come up against as an industry, and I'm sure everyone in recruitment will say the same thing, it's been a pretty tough last couple of years.
Yeah.
We've seen massive challenges in the recruitment sector. RecTalk has been hit as a knock-on effect of that. And so for me, I started my journey at LogicMelon in 2021. So just out of the pandemic. At the time, we were still all working from home, but what I saw was that we were regularly increasing our customer base, bringing on new
There was that
clients.
strange spike, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And then the correction happened. So
Yes.
yeah, you probably got a false sense of the market at that point.
I think everyone did. Everyone was sort of thinking that the times were great and just going hell for leather. So
Yeah, we're back, baby. You know, pandemic's behind us. We're back. Yeah.
And so it was somewhat reassuring to see, such a large amount of growth in a short amount of time. And me being new to the industry, didn't know what was normal, what wasn't, and also at that time who could anyway. But then we had the first sort of challenge that became apparent, the candidate shortage. That was maybe to do with the economy, maybe to do with Brexit, maybe to do with people preferring to be doing a contract rather than perm roles. Either way, nearly every recruitment business we were speaking with was saying the same thing: we can't find the candidates. And then job boards then started changing their pricing model. Some of them doubled their prices overnight. Everyone started following suit, and then recruitment agencies are paying more for their advertised roles, getting half as many candidates, not being able to fill the roles that they would normally be able to fill. And then we started seeing like a choke onto the industry. And of course then that knocks on through the suppliers that they use, etc.
Yeah.
So
Well, you can't spend money you ain't got.
that's true.
And then you've got to think, is this product a luxury item or is this something as a necessary part of my business? Now, if I'm a recruitment business owner and I've historically had accounts with TJ, Reed, CV Library, Monster, Indeed, it's nice to have a LogicMelon that can post to everything at one go. But if they're charging me double what they were charging me, and now I've only got CV Library and maybe a Reed license, well, I can kind of just tell my guys to post directly to that job board without having to pay for LogicMelon.
They may not like it as recruiters, but that is literally what you described there, the reality of the situation.
Look, you may not like it, but tough shit, right? Do you like being employed is going to be the rebuttal to that, right? The money's not coming in, the revenue's not there, the candidates aren't being brought in, so we haven't got the money to spend or invest in candidate generation. So, yeah, it becomes a tight situation. So where did that leave you guys as a business then?
So, and it was not just us, it seemed to be lots of different businesses in RecTalk. They were seeing drops in numbers of seats on software because the industry was shrinking. Around sort of 600 agencies shut doors last year out of sort of 10,500.
Insolvencies are at the highest rate they've ever been in recruitment. Recruitment businesses are shutting down more now than they've ever done before.
We have clients that have said, right, well, we, like you said, dropped our job boards, can't justify a multi-poster anymore. And then we've had other clients say, well, to cut costs, we've decided to combine our multi-poster and CRM into one thing. So
because there were CRMs that could do it, they were capable of doing it. I wouldn't say they could do it well. My agency was on JobAdder. JobAdder could post like to multiple jobs. Didn't do a great job, but it worked. And I would never be able to justify a secondary license for a multi-posting tool as long as JobAdder had the functionality to do so. I struggle to justify that to myself. You know what I mean? So that makes sense.
So as a business focusing on the multi-posting market and seeing all of these challenges and being affected by all of these challenges, we decided to diversify our product offering somewhat to help make LogicMelon more of a sticky product, something that customers wouldn't so flippantly have to bid off if times got tough.
No longer a luxury item. Yeah, I get it.
So we wanted to make LogicMelon a necessity. So we developed Logic CRM, which has all of the sort of simplistic recruitment workflow tools you could need, but obviously powered with our multi-poster and our integrations into our job board. And the idea behind that being is that apart from having all costs in one place, all functions and tools in one place, it's just going to be something that people are going to need, whether they have one job board, whether they're executive search and don't do any job posting, or whether they do multiple job boards. So by diversifying our position, we're looking to, as well as attract more customers that are going to stay with us for longer, be a little bit more sort of widespread over the types of businesses we can go after.
And where are you competing in terms of price point? Are you going against the cheaper functional CRMs, or are you going after the all singing, all dancing, kind of enterprise solution CRM market?
So not enterprise solution, definitely the SME sort of 1 to 30 users is our sweet spot. So we're launching our product into the marketplace with a simplistic recruitment tool that's going to help those kinds of businesses do what they need to do without being overly complicated. And interestingly enough, a lot of conversations we've had, not just here today, but at the Rec Expo a couple of weeks back, people are saying, yeah, we want something that's just simple. We just want to be able to see our jobs, our candidates, our clients, be able to post jobs, have the candidates come back in, and that's the feedback.
Listen, we've been going for nearly 15 minutes now, and you haven't mentioned AI once. Is that an intentional decision by LogicMelon?
Not at all. So I think AI is really useful, and I'm glad you've brought this up, because I've got a couple of things I want to say on it. And I went to a talk earlier, John Salt, and he did a really good piece on that and kind of echoed my thoughts. So where I personally sit with AI and my opinions of AI, being at the Rec Expo a couple of weeks back, everyone was coming to our stand and asking about it. And it seems to be a buzzword that people are kind of latching onto. And I'm not overly comfortable with that, because the reason I say that is because I think that they're not really understanding what it can do for their business, both good and potential harm. And it's just a word that people are saying, and maybe they're not really looking at it that way. Now, where we utilize AI, and a lot of other systems do this as well, job description, it's really good for that, because we developed AI for our job description tool, having spoken to the leading job boards, what formats work best. This format works best, great. So we trained our AI to do that, and it will help that advert get more visibility. Right. That's the point behind that. So tick for me, like AI on that side, great. We use AI to build search strings for Boolean.
Yeah.
So if you want to see
that. Yeah.
who can you attract for the role you have, it will take the keywords from the job advert you've posted and build you a Boolean string that is still editable and malleable if you need it to be. So again, tick on the AI stuff for that. Yeah. Candidate matching, tick on the AI for that as well.
Yeah, we're talking functional AI use rather than agentic AI, or kind of let's put your recruiters out of a job kind of AI.
Which is the bit I think people need to be aware of. So having all of this technology at your fingertips might seem empowering, but how long until it takes over your job?
Yeah.
And people might laugh at that, but John said something, and I'm going to echo him rather than quote it. He said that we used to build cars, now robots build cars.
Yeah.
So it's not a million miles away from the idea that we could have something that could do a lot of those functions.
It's machine learning. This is the thing that really bugs me, is that people don't understand kind of the journey of what AI is, right? Large language model never gets used as a term. Machine learning very rarely in our industry gets used as a term. It's machine learning. You're teaching this thing how to do your job. It will get better than you, right? So there needs to be some level of, no, this is the bit that I do. You've done that, this bit, the analytics, the data, the administrative tasks. Now I'm going to do the shit that I'm good at, which is the relationship building. So when you've got people going, I need a email sequencing AI tool, you really don't. You don't need an AI sequencing email tool. What you need to do is get the AI to help you find the data of people who would be interested in what you've got to sell, and then outreach to them in whatever way is appropriate at that time. That might be email, that might be a LinkedIn message, hey, it might be even be a phone call, right?
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. It's about using it to supplement your job, but not take away whatever human element is still necessary in recruitment. So if you can, for example, create something or use something that will appeal to the individual so that it's personal to them, then yeah, it's probably going to have more success as an AI tool. But at the same time, it's like you pick up the phone and speak to someone. Sure, imagine you're a sales recruiter and you shortlist somebody through, you haven't even spoken to them. And maybe picking up the phone is still really important for their role. I mean, that's a fail on the recruitment consultant for not doing that. And so there has to be that human element if you're going to use AI. And I think the key to success is getting that
the
balance.
point is that you have built a solution that ticks the box to say, hey, listen, we have got AI to help you on your journey and to get used to the new technology that's out there. What we haven't done is just rush to market a CRM product because we needed it, right?
Correct.
I think that's important to kind of acknowledge in that perspective then. So there you go. Okay, how do people reach out for a demo? How do people reach out to find out more about LogicMelon?
Sure. So best way to reach out for a demo, logicmelon.com. And on there, we've got all of the information you need about the multi-poster product or the CRM. And on there, you can just enter your details. That'll come straight through to myself or my colleagues, and then we'll take it from there.
Amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for your time. Really
Thank
been good and insightful. If you guys want to know more about LogicMelon, just click on the links in the description below. That's all from us. We'll see you again next time. New episodes drop every Wednesday and every Friday. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all the cool shit that you guys do to keep us the #1 podcasting channel in the UK and possibly worldwide. Who knows? Thank you very much. Well, it was good. Thank you. And cut.